Crawford wants this fight a lot. He wants this fight, and I think he will be more active than Canelo's previous opponent, and he has different mentality. He has champion mentality.
One like Canelo fighting against Crawford, you need more than power, you need more than speed, you need ring IQ, you need literally everything, because this is the two best pound for pound fighters.
It's a real risk there for him for taking the fight. I mean, of course, he's like any other champ. He wants to make you guys salivate what y'all want to make us pay for it, which is smart.
The boxing world is buzzing after Turki Alalshik officially announced the mega fight between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford. In his tweet, he proclaimed, "We will deliver the fight of the century with Riyadh season on September 12th at Las Vegas Allegiant Stadium." The legend Canelo defends his Ring Magazine title versus the great Terence Crawford. TV platform will be announced soon with a big surprise. My brother Dana White will promote this first TKO boxing event with me. It will be something crazy. The announcement instantly electrified the sport. The hype only grew when, during Canelo's post-fight celebration after defeating William Skull on May 3, 2025, in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, Alalshik orchestrated a surprise face-off between Canelo and Crawford. The moment, staged right after Alvarez reclaimed his status as the undisputed super middleweight champion, sent shockwaves through boxing.
Well, here you go.
The matchup has already sparked a wave of reactions from boxing legends, analysts, and fans alike. Dmitry Bivol, who famously handed Canelo one of the rare losses of his career, believes Crawford's hunger and higher activity level could create major problems for Alvarez. Bivol stresses that Crawford's mental sharpness, composure, and ability to adapt mid-fight will be critical if he is to withstand the power and relentless pace of a natural 168-pounder.
Crawford wants this fight a lot. He wants this fight, and I think he will be more active than Canelo's previous opponent, and he has different mentality. He has champion mentality. I think fight will be much more interesting.
What do you make of the weight in that fight, the weight difference?
I think Crawford will not let Canelo just walking on the ring when he wants, because we could see this fight. Canelo did everything. When he want to rest, he could rest easy, in this fight.
Yeah,
of course, when he wants to work, that guy didn't give him work. It just rest.
And
I think with Crawford, it will be harder to rest.
Who do you think wins?
I don't know. It's a very interesting fight, but I don't know. We'll see.
Former world champion Amir Khan, having shared the ring with both men, emphasizes that this clash will be decided more by intelligence than brute force. While he acknowledges that Canelo carries the heavier artillery, Khan insists that Crawford's superior footwork, speed, and ring IQ give him the tools to neutralize Alvarez's strengths and potentially dictate the rhythm of the fight.
And it could have gone either way, because I had probably Skull winning by a 2-round. I mean, I like Canelo. I think he's a great fighter, but the thing is, I think that he was looking he was picking the shots better and landing the better, cleaner shots. Canelo was marked up a little bit, but look, it could have gone either way. Anyway, regardless how the fight went, it was a great performance by both fighters, but it's made a bigger fight happen now with Canelo and Crawford. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one.
Is there more question marks being asked in that fight now? Because a lot of people say, look, Canelo's a bigger guy. He should technically be the bigger guy, have too much weight for Crawford. But from that performance, do you feel like it's a lot tight and there's a lot more question marks in that fight?
Yeah, I mean, you need more than size, you need more than weight, you need more than everything. I mean, I think what you need now is you just need box IQ, the right box IQ, you know what I mean? You need to be smart. And someone like Canelo fighting against Crawford, you need more than power, you need more than speed, you need ring IQ, you need literally everything, because this is the two best pound for pound fighters who are going to be fighting each other, even though Crawford is going to be giving away a lot of weight. But I feel that it could go either way.
Boxing legend Roy Jones Jr. adds another layer of intrigue, noting that the fight could come down to Canelo's mentality. If Alvarez enters the ring assuming he can simply overpower or outbox Crawford, Jones warns, he may walk straight into a trap. Respect, preparation, and discipline will be essential if Canelo hopes to avoid a shocking upset.
Favor in that fight?
You know, it's a hard one to call, and I'm gonna tell you why it's hard to call. It's a hard one to call because they'll all be predicated upon how Canelo approaches the fight. Canelo approaches the fight like he's the man, he can box and outbox Terence Crawford, he'll get beat. If he comes out and shows that he really wants to go out and prove whether he's still the best, he might win. It all depends on which Canelo come to the dance.
And just two more. Jaron Ennis, a lot of people say there's similarities between you and him. What do you think of this fight coming up with Stanionis?
We're gonna find a lot about Jaron Ennis against Stanionis because Stanionis is a very good prospect, up and coming. So,
meanwhile, Mexican icon Juan Manuel Marquez voices skepticism, warning that the weight jump could prove disastrous for Crawford. Marquez argues that weight divisions exist for a reason and believes Crawford may be stretching himself too far by challenging a natural super middleweight like Alvarez. For him, the risk lies not in Crawford's skill, but in whether his body can withstand the physical toll of fighting a much larger man.
I don't like the fight because Terence Crawford is a good fighter, but in the sport of boxing, it has divisions. You know what I mean? You know?
Right, weight classes.
You know what?
Right.
Yeah, weight classes.
This is for a reason.
Weight classes yeah. And Terence Crawford is a good fighter in super lightweight, welterweight, super welterweight, but I think more. I remember when Terence Crawford fought with Madrimo.
Yes.
He looks slow. He looks with no power. And three more divisions, two more divisions. I think it's a top fight for Terence Crawford, but Terence Crawford is a great fighter. He has a great defense. He has a good combination punches, but I think the weight class is no good for him.
William Skull, who most recently shared the ring with Alvarez, also weighed in on the blockbuster fight. While he refrained from deep technical analysis, Skull recognized the enormity of the moment and acknowledged how much anticipation is already building. For him, the stakes couldn't be higher, with two generational talents set to collide under the brightest lights.
No, pues es una cajita sorpresa, no se sabe. Hay que esperar la pelea ahí y después ver la decisión, pero todavía no tengo nada así claro.
Well, I really have nothing much to say. Boxing is like a Pandora's box, so it's about to wait and see.
For Terence Crawford, this fight represents the pinnacle of his career. He openly acknowledges Canelo as the face of modern boxing, but views this as his ultimate chance to prove he belongs at the very top of the sport's history books. Confident, determined, and laser-focused, Crawford sees this fight as the defining moment to secure his legacy as one of the greatest of all time.
Fighting boxing.
Well, Canelo is the face of boxing. He's the best fighter for Terence Crawford out there. He's the biggest fight for Terence Crawford out there. So that's why Terence Crawford want to take the opportunity to share a ring with another great.
How do you beat him?
You'll see. Come 12.
Everyone's talking about the weight differences. What's your kind of response to that, Terence?
That's why we fight the fight. So September 12th, we all going to see if the weight going to make a difference or not.
Do you want to fight him twice and then retire? Is that kind of the ideal thing for you?
One fight at a time. One fight at a time.
Canelo, meanwhile, is preparing with the mindset of delivering not just a victory, but a spectacle. Reflecting on his recent fight with Skull, Alvarez admitted he wants opponents who come to win rather than simply survive. He believes Crawford's style and mentality will bring out the best in him, promising fans a true battle worthy of the hype.
That's a mediocre mind because they come just to survive, to go to the 12th round. That's a mediocre mind. You need to put a good fight there and put great show, you know? You know what I mean?
Do you think Crawford will employ the same tactics to try and box?
I hope not. I hope not, because the people deserve a good fight.
What do you make of the Crawford fight next?
Huh?
How excited are you for the Crawford fight?
I'm excited. I'm gonna enjoy this win and then waiting as much. Yeah, do it.
Promoter Eddie Hearn, weighing in on the matchup, labeled it a genuine 50-50 contest. His assessment highlights just how evenly matched these two champions appear on paper, with both fighters bringing different strengths, Canelo's power, and experience against Crawford's speed and adaptability. The balance makes this one of the most unpredictable fights in years.
With Crawford going up, I believe he can put a beating on anybody 154, 160.
But not 68.
Nah, Benavidez is...
Well, Canelo. Yeah.
Canelo, I think he's a smart fighter. He doesn't rely on his power. Crawford ain't a fighter who just relies on his power. And then Canelo, you know, when he's fought Belenga, then fought Ryder, Munguia. It's even. I think it'd be a 50-50 fight if Crawford fought Canelo.
Still, questions linger about Canelo's recent form. Critics point to his performance against Skull, where some saw a decline in his explosiveness and overall dominance. With his lower punch output becoming more evident in recent bouts, many wonder if Alvarez can maintain his elite status when facing an opponent as technically sharp and hungry as Crawford.
After really the Triple G fight is when we've seen the slippage on Canelo. And over the last 2 years, it's been immediately apparent. It's been apparent straight away over the last 2 years. Canelo's feet have always been slow. He's always been very slow-footed. So when people are saying, oh, it looks like his legs are slowing down, yeah, they are. They've never been quick, but now they're even slower, which is a problem. And Jim Lampley on commentary on Friday night show was saying that one of Canelo's biggest strengths is his legs. It generates power and it helps with his punch resistance. Well, those legs are sliding and that power is diminishing. Canelo hasn't had a stoppage win now since he knocked out Caleb Plant in 2021. And yeah, he's dropped some of these guys, but he's not been able to step on the gas and finish them. He's not been able to go through the gears. His gas tank, you can put that into question as well. And Canelo Alvarez, come July, be 35 years old. So he is, look, Canelo's been around so long and his real prime was in his mid-20s. So we associate Canelo, mid-20s to early 30s. So we kind of associate Canelo with that. I don't want to say ever young, but you know, he is still young, just not in boxing senses. But he's been around so long, 20 years a pro, and he's been at world levels for probably 15 of those. You're going to expect some slippage. And I think in this fight, an opponent, it was very negative, yes, but an opponent who Canelo Alvarez of 5 years ago would have handled, and he did handle him, but you know what I mean? He probably would have put some damage on William Skull. He didn't do anything. He didn't look good. And William Skull played his part in that, it has to be said. As I said, you fight that negative, there's only so much you can really do, you know? Even if you're Canelo Alvarez, even if you are Alexander Usyk,